My name is Steffi Hallow. I'm a senior member of the Rice Women's Track and Field and Cross Country teams, and I want to welcome everyone to Empower Her Every Day, a series in which students talk to alumni who continuously empower women wherever they are. So today I'm interviewing Lilibeth Mata, who graduated Rice in 2013 with a degree in computational and applied mathematics. A student from Martell College, Lilibeth was on the Rice dance team for all 4 years. After Rice, Lilibeth attended the University of Houston, where she got her master's in industrial engineering in 2018. Lilibeth served as a secretary and is now the vice president of the Our Association and is a risk and reliability engineer at NASA. In addition, Lilibeth has been the head coach of Rice's dance team for 5 years. Thank you so much for participating, Lilibeth.
No problem. Happy to be here.
So first, I'm going to ask you if you could tell us briefly about your experiences as a female student athlete at Rice. Examples might include, since you were on the dance team, what was your schedule like, your performances, the dynamics or chemistry of the team?
Sure. So I joined the team my freshman year of college, and it was a completely student-led organization, and we had just 9 members on the team my first year. I was actually the only member that joined new as a freshman that year. So it was really interesting to kind of be the only rookie and to just kind of see the program being led totally by students. We had, a captain and a co-captain that came up with all of our choreography, and our performances were just at football and basketball, kind of whenever the team could be there. There wasn't very much structure to it. And it wasn't until my second year that we got an assistant coach, or I'm sorry, a head coach that was totally voluntary. She also was married to a Rice alum, so that's kind of how she got introduced to the team, and it made a huge difference. So beyond, from my second year onward, we really got to see the team grow. We got to see the team just become more structured and more, more formal. And so we had way more dancing opportunities and performance opportunities. We were able to get branded uniforms and just see the team improve in general and talent as well. I was super happy to be able to serve as a captain for 2 years, and yeah, just had such a wonderful experience meeting so many students that were from other colleges that I probably wouldn't have met had I not been on the team.
Great. Okay. And so as a woman, certain experiences feel inherent to athletics, such as body image and mental health. How did you navigate those factors during your time at Rice?
Yeah, that's a huge thing. I think it's specifically for dance team and cheerleaders. A lot of the times there is like a stigma of what your body's supposed to look like. And, especially for me, I definitely went through a big body transformation from freshman year to my senior year. And, it is a little bit hard. I think that we did a really good job on the dance team, and we do now of not putting any pressure for the team members to look any certain way. But I think inherently, we know that there is that expectation, or just that image that we're supposed to have in order to be able to perform in front of people and wear certain uniforms. But I think we just have really tried to, be inclusive of every shape and body that our team members have. We do our best to incorporate, workouts and different exercises that, all of us will benefit from and that all of us can grow from. And yeah, I think that in general, our team has done a really good job of being inclusive and being supportive of all body shapes and sizes.
Okay, and now we're going to move on to your experiences after you graduated from Rice. So, how has being a woman shaped your career? And more specifically, um, you know, you are, I assume, one of the few women engineers at NASA. And how has being a minority uh, influenced your experiences in the workplace? And furthermore, even discussing the R Association, if it applies.
Sure. So, yeah, so being a woman in a group of all, I think there's one other woman in my group, and everyone else is a male, and I am also the only minority in my group, everyone else being Caucasian. And I think initially when I first started working there, I was very concerned about how I would fit in and how I would be able to, contribute to a team, being that I was so different. But I think I've just been really lucky that my group was so welcoming and so supportive. I know that's not always the case for everybody, but I know that my experience has been very positive. While my group personally is, not as diverse, the workforce at NASA does have greater diversity, and I know it's one of the factors that they're definitely working on. I think it was very powerful to have the center director at NASA when I started, Dr. Ellen Ochoa. She was, the first female to fly in space, Hispanic female to fly in space. So that was, something that I, looked towards and had as a huge role model. And it was very encouraging. So, there's a lot of positive experiences that I had working at NASA, and I kind of wanted to pay it forward. So I became involved in the Hispanic Employee Resource Group, and I did a lot of outreach to be that representation of female Hispanics in the STEM fields and, in engineering specifically. So, you always want to be somebody that people can look towards and see themselves in. And yeah, that's what I've tried to do. As far as the Art Association, actually, the reason that I got involved initially with the Art Association is that they did want to have that representation of the spirit groups, cheer and dance, and have a female presence in the Art Association. So I was really lucky that they, called me to participate with the team, with the Art Association, and be on the board of directors for them. And I've been doing that for the past, I want to say, 6 years. So yeah, I think it's really important for us to be represented and for us to kind of have our voices heard in both in the work field and also in these organizations around campus that are supposed to be for everyone. So for all of those letter winners, I'm happy to be that representation.
That's really incredible, and already feels like you answered the next question, but I'm going to answer or ask it just in case you have any additional thoughts. How have you combated stereotypes and other stigmas we face as women?
Let's see.
Very
I know, right? How have I combated stereotypes? I think at the end of the day, the more that you're able to have conversations with people is how you can combat stereotypes. So a lot of it has been, not being afraid to show who I am and how my, my gender and my ethnicity have shaped the person that I am and how they make me, as a contributing member and positive member of both groups and society. So, I'm always happy and excited to share with my teammates about my background, about, what I've learned and what I've done. So I think that makes people understand me, for one, and trust me, and just in general, it helps break down those barriers and those stereotypes.
Thank you. And just one final question. Hopefully it's a little fun. Um, so how do you empower yourself and those around you? Specifically, are there any mantras or rules by which you live day to day?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think like the most basic but honest one is just being yourself, and learning how to kind of learn from failures and be a better, always work to be a better version of yourself. I definitely have seen myself grow and always kind of try to look back and and see where those spots are in me that are areas of improvement, but also just knowing how to appreciate the version that I am of myself at every step of the way. So being a little bit forgiving and knowing how to uh, see the good in everything that I've accomplished.
Thank you so much. Okay, now I
Yeah.
can turn my video on, and thank you so much, Lilibeth, and thank you
Yeah.
for watching. We will see you next time.